yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring to their knees. Take for their disease. Just like a weed.
48 fucking degrees. Man, it feels good to curse again after so many weeks of streaming on the PWP Nation Facebook page where I gotta be all PG. I gotta be PG Storms, but now I'm DJ motherfucking Storms here for y'all tonight because tonight we are getting back to fucking basics. We are getting back to pure, unfiltered, unadulterated truth and brutality. And in case y'all have forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, I am the one and only DJ Storms, and I would like to welcome each and every single one of you back here to a very special edition Thursday stream. We are streaming live on 4 different platforms across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different accounts. Indeed, we are turning up on a Thursday, and we got plenty of good material to talk about tonight. As of course, you already know who I am, Mr. Controversy, and the operator of the best damn Twitter handle. No. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Oh my God. Just breathe that in. That is tasty. That is succulent. Oh shit. Do you smell that? You know what that is? That right there is a very, very particular scent right there. That right there is the smell of pure motherfucking excellence. Wait for it. Wait for it. To mankind, motherfuckers, this is the official rundown for WWE Crown Jewel 2023, which of course is streaming live on the Peacock, that is. Get your mind out of the gutter, you fucking savages. Peacock, this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And we got plenty of good material to talk about today. But as you can see, I am not alone. Back here, well, actually, she's not making a return. She's making her debut for the very first time right here on the DJ Storms brand. The Eye of the Storm, if you will. She is a lifelong wrestling fan. She's a very good friend of mine. Matter of fact, she is my number one fan. She drives to New Jersey for a lot of independent wrestling shows, but we all know why she's really driving to New Jersey. She's driving to New Jersey because she wants to see DJ Shizzle Dizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome for the first time here on the channel, Miss Billie Ann Wolf. How you doing?
What's up, DJ Storms? Wow, that was the longest I've just sat on screen and watched someone spaz out. It was fun.
The greatest
I like
intro
being
of
on
all
this side of things.
time. Oh my God. I had to take a sip of my ice water. It was so scintillating. My God. And I'm telling you, it's about to get even hotter because everyone has a good time with DJ Storms. But we're not just here to spaz out and do crazy over-the-top intros that people are going to be talking about for years to come. We are here talking about WWE Crown Jewel. And based on the looks of it, we could end up seeing perhaps the greatest Saudi Arabian show that they've ever done if they do play their cards right. But before we get into the festivities here, where can everybody find you on social media?
I am most likely the best way to find me is just look at my name. I'm Billie, Billie, Ann Wolf. Facebook, Instagram. I think Twitter is probably something like, X is something like Billie BA. So yeah, you'll find me. I'm around. If there's something to do with independent wrestling or actually pretty much any wrestling, you'll probably find me.
She's a big time wrestling fan, that's for sure. And she actually has a job at Dynasty Pro Wrestling over there in
the
New
Dynasty.
York. So people can catch her over there. When's the next show now?
December 9th.
December 9th.
In Amsterdam, New York. I will be doing backstage interviews. Once again, it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God. And I believe they posted your first batch of interviews on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
They posted my first ever interview. That's the one they posted. It's terrifying, but yeah, it's up there somewhere.
I think I'm gonna have to look it up. I may have to put that in the description after the stream.
It's it kind of reminds me of what just happened. It's a lot of a guy talking next to me and me just going, uh-huh.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Whoever was talking to you back then, he ain't DJ Storms. Trust me on that.
Oh, you don't want this kind of heat, DJ Storms. You don't want it.
Are you kidding me? I'm a heat magnet. That's how I survive. I live for the heat. But let me not, because we have a lot of material to discuss. Before we get into what we're going to get into, you can follow me on X and Instagram at HistoryMakerDJS. Once again, that is at HistoryMakerDJS. Why? Because I make history in everything that I do. Go check those out. Both of those links are in the description, as well as the link to my personal Facebook for collaborations and business inquiries. Please make sure you send me an email. My email is, of course, StormsTakeOver@gmail.com. Like the official DJ Storms business page, which we are live on right now. And I may just send you a very special invite to join the official DJ Storms Posse group on Facebook, which I believe Miss Billie Ann Wolf is an exclusive member.
Oh, I should have worn my bracelets.
You should have. You should have. I mean, come on. If you're a member of the DJ Storms Posse, you got to represent.
I'm bracelet free for once. So it's not just an anti-you. It's all bracelets are off right now.
Oh, trust me. I got a lot of people that are anti-DJ Storms, but they just fuel me because
I keep trying.
The truth that I speak just pisses them off. I love it.
Truth.
Oh, trust me.
So anyway.
You're going to hear a lot more of that because I am just so goddamn good. But anyway, please make sure you check out.
I have so much experience with narcissists.
Oh my God, come on. You know I'm hot stuff.
All right, wrestling, man.
You can check out all those links in the description. I just want to point out a few sponsorships. Number one, please go and check out my girl, Brittany K. Brittany K, she is a wonderful human being, a wonderful woman, a very good friend of mine, and a big supporter of the brand. She does beautifully crafted designs and drawings of pro wrestlers from scratch on her iPad, whether it be from WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, it doesn't matter. And she also does personalized social media banners and abbeys. So if you guys are in for a quality social media abbey or banner, or you're looking for a great wrestling drawing, go and check her out. Her X account is Brittany K5150, while her Instagram is Brittany K Designs. She is awesome, and she deserves all the support that she could possibly get. Shout out to Jay Leto, who, of course, is the creator of PWP Nation. I am partnered with PWP Nation, and hopefully we'll be meeting for some steaks pretty soon. I actually had a nice sirloin steak last Saturday over at the Brick House Tavern and Tap in Neptune, New Jersey. And my God, was it good. We also had some cheddar cheese, mashed potatoes in there with some mushroom gravy. My God, it was great. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it, and I already had dinner. So shout out to Jay Aletto. Me and him, we are partnered with PWP Nation. Shout out to ISPW, actually, because I am actually going to be at the West Milford show on Friday, November 17th. And I believe the main event, they just confirmed it. It is Danny Morrison versus Crowbar for the ISPW World Heavyweight Championship. It is a rematch from what took place in Augusta, New Jersey. I believe it was August 30th of 2022. That was just before I really started to get into ISPW. And finally, yeah, I know, right? Finally.
Yeah. Missing my ISPW.
Finally, my last sponsorship is Corporate Information Systems. With more than 4 decades of experience, Corporate Information Systems is recognized by Forbes as one of America's best recruiting firms. They specialize in providing recruiting solutions to companies in a variety of industries, such as high-tech, food and beverage, construction, and medical devices. Now, finding the right candidates can be a time-consuming and challenging process, which is why CIS offers a wide range of services designed to make your recruitment process easier and more efficient. They provide a seamless and stress-free experience for both clients and candidates. So if you guys are looking for a trusted recruiting partner to help you fulfill your hiring needs or help advance your career, please contact my friends over at Corporate Information System. You can check their website out. Their website is www.cisrecruiters.com. Once again, www.cisrecruiters.com. Corporate Information System, placing talent where it can thrive. And of course, I got to sponsor myself here and Billy because we are live. We are on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on X, and we're on Facebook. 7 different accounts. We got a nice wide outreach. So if you guys are watching, be sure to like the stream. We got a busy month for the DJ Storms brand. This is just one of 12 streams that I'm going to be doing this month. So I got my work. Yeah, I know. I got my work cut out for me. So please hit the like button. Show me some love. Show your friend Billy some love. And, of course, share the stream out on all platforms of social media, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever social media platforms that you may be using, because everyone needs a little dose of DJ Shizzle Dizzle in their life, because I make people's lives better. And of course, Billy over here with her wonderful smile, she makes people's lives better. So please, please show us some loves, because we are going to put on one of the best shows that you will see all goddamn year. And of course, when you hit the like button and you share it out, you got to be sure, if you're watching on YouTube, whether it be my YouTube channel or the Hardcore Sports YouTube channel, got to hit the subscribe button. We are over 800 subs on Hardcore Sports, and we are just 6 subs away from 2,200 subscribers for yours truly, the greatest of all time, DJ motherfucking Storms. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And when you hit the subscribe button, now this is where things get really interesting. When you hit the subscribe button, got to be sure to hit that notifications bell with a huge coup de grace, because that way you're going to know whenever I pop up on YouTube. Because whenever I pop up on YouTube, you know what time it is. Oh, baby, it is the best time to be on YouTube. You know why? Because it's the only time that you are going to get to see this oh so glorious sideburn chin strap combination and this beautiful mustache right here. Hold on a minute. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I think it's buried underneath everything. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. It is this beautifully crafted magical ace black comb. Hold on. I got to blow on it. It is sizzling. And we're going to light it up right here on the rundown. Are you ready for this? With a little and a dash of and a whole lot of because like hot, fresh, steamy tater tots right out of the oven, and a beautifully flame-broiled beef burger with 2 types of cheeses. Not one, I need 2, because I am extremely, extremely high profile. You got to get provolone, and you got to get Munster cheese on there as well. Throw a little Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and what do you get? You get good, because I'm the tastiest snack in the IWC. and everybody wants a piece of the Stormsmeister. Billie can barely contain herself right now.
Obviously.
Anyway.
I'll just.
I'm sorry, John. I made John Blaine hungry. He's watching on Facebook. I made him hungry. I'm sorry, bro.
I just had to participate a little bit,
There you go. Looks like you got a gimmick whenever you appear on my show. Maybe you're going to be a regular.
Oh, we'll see.
Anyway, enough of the self-brand promotion and the advertisements. Let's get straight into the matches here.
Yeah.
We got 8 matches. 8 matches are on this card. We'll start with the pre-show match. But first off, I want to get your thoughts on the overall build and the card as a whole. And I did say at the beginning of the stream that I do believe that if they play their cards right, this could end up being the best Saudi Arabian show that they've ever done. While their weekly TV for the majority of the year has not been very good, outside of the last 2 months, because the last 2 months of WWE TV has actually been fairly good. So I will give them credit there. But outside of September and October, weekly TV has sucked all year. But their premium live events, minus the Rumble and SummerSlam, all of their premium live events have been very, very good. So based on the talent on this card and the match that we could get, I actually expect a banger of a show. But I wanted to get your expertise analysis on it. So let me hear it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think you're right. They do have, it is potentially their best one, especially of the Saudi shows. I don't know if it can live up. Last year's was really, really good. That kind of set the bar kind of high. But like, I don't know. I never want to like the Saudi shows, but they keep making really good shows. Like, I hate that they're really entertaining. And I'm stoked.
That Saudi Arabian crowd has gotten really good.
Having a Sami Zayn match. So let's bring it on.
Yo, the one thing that I think I love about the Saudi shows the most is the crowd. Like, I don't know what happened, but
they're definitely passionate.
I remember the crowd when they first brought in the Saudi deal. The crowd in the beginning absolutely sucked, but over the years, they've really grown to appreciate what these guys are doing, and they really grown into passionate professional wrestling fans. I believe the first time I genuinely realized how good the Saudi Arabian crowd could be, I think it was Crown Jewel 2021, because Crown Jewel 2021, I don't know what it was, but it was almost like I was watching a UK crowd because the crowd was lively for everything back at Crown Jewel 2021. They were even singing Randy Orton's theme song when he was there with Matt Riddle. So the fact that they've really grown to, respect and appreciate what these guys and girls are doing, that is something I can really get behind. So I'm definitely looking forward to these matches simply because of the fact that a lot of these matches, while we've seen them a lot, we've seen these matches various weeks in a row on Raw and SmackDown, the crowd is ultimately going to make them better. Like Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross last year, that match was made better because of the crowd.
Absolutely. And I think they've over the years, they've kind of let them they've learned how to become a crowd, to become a wrestling crowd. I mean, it was all new to everyone, really. And it was very, like at first it was very, just, royalty and rich people and that's it. And everybody just sit down. But now, like, I love seeing like the kids in Saudi. Those are the best.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they do. And let's talk about the kickoff match. Sami Zayn and JD McDonough. We've seen this match numerous amounts of times. And if anything, I'm kind of glad that they got Sami Zayn on there. Pretty shocking to me, actually, that they did it as a kickoff match. I actually thought that they were going to book Jey Uso versus Finn Balor as one of the matches on the main show, and they weren't going to do any kickoff match. But I guess I was wrong. Probably one of the very few times that I end up being wrong. I mean, WWE's trying to screw me over. I'm DJ Storms. I'm never wrong.
Definitely a personal vendetta against you. Yeah,
I know, right? Everyone's got a personal vendetta against me. It's unbelievable. But Sami Zayn and JD McDonough. Even though we've seen it before, I think this is going to be a very good showcase for both men. Very, very happy that JD McDonough is getting a showcase because he is so goddamn good. He is so goddamn good at what he does. I'm actually surprised that he's not an official member of the Judgment Day by now. I mean, it's been going on for about 3 months, and he's not an official member yet. I would have I would have sworn that they would have given him the honor of being a member of the Judgment Day after they won the tag team titles at Payback. But I guess that they're continuing to drag this out. They're not even playing up to any heat between him and Damian Priest. It seems as though that is all smoothed over. It seems as though they're all buddy-buddy.
I
But
don't know. I think it's still underlying there. It's still a little there.
I mean, if it is, they haven't really made it all that prominent. Like, especially in the last few weeks. Ever since Fastlane and they won the tag team titles back from Cody and Jay, it hasn't really been all that prominent. Really hasn't. But Sami Zayn, one thing I will say about Sami is Sami Zayn, we all know he's a world championship caliber superstar, and I do believe that Sami Zayn is going to be a challenger for Seth Rollins. I don't see Seth Rollins losing the championship. We'll talk about that in extension a little bit later on. I wouldn't mind if Drew McIntyre won, but I don't see Seth Rollins losing. I actually see Seth Rollins retaining, and I do see Sami Zayn potentially being an interim challenger for Seth Rollins, probably on a Raw in December, because I don't think WWE has a December pay-per-view outside of NXT, or we could potentially see Sami and Rollins at the Rumble, because I do believe Rollins is holding that title all the way to WrestleMania. But I do believe Sami's going to get the win here. I think he's due for a win, and I would have him continue to win a few more matches and potentially get a match against Seth Rollins. And it's going to be a very good showcase for both of these men. So I got Sami Zayn. What about you?
I 100% have Sami Zayn. There's no, I mean, he has to take it. Sorry, JD. I'm glad you're getting a spotlight, but come on. Yeah, I fully agree. I hate when I fully agree with you, but I agree.
I know, right? I mean, listen, I am just so good. I make these points in which people have no choice but to agree with me. But in all seriousness, where do you think this is headed? Do you think that this is going to inevitably result in a War Games match? And if so, who's going to be involved? Is JD going to be involved? Is Sami going to be involved? Because if anything, for some weird reason, based on what happened a few weeks ago on SmackDown, where the Judgment Day and the Bloodline kind of went into a partnership, I could see Roman, Jimmy, and Solo teaming with Finn Balor and Damian Priest, and that's your 5-man heel group, versus Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and potentially AJ Styles. Yeah. Potentially AJ Styles, because I do believe AJ Styles, he's going to be Roman's next opponent at the Rumble. Unfortunately, we need to get the title off of Roman, but unfortunately, LA Knight's not going to win. But where do you see this heading? Do you see this heading into a War Games match? Who's going to be involved? Is JD going to be involved? Is he not going to be involved?
I was honestly hoping it was going to be Bloodline versus Judgment Day. But I kind of like that idea, honestly, like mixing them together. And then just against the super baby faces, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, maybe I'm totally wrong, but I don't know that WWE knows what they're wanting to do with that yet. Because I feel like the War Games thing they're going one path, and then they kind of like, maybe we'll make it go this way instead. I'm not really sure what they're going to end up doing.
Yeah, I didn't really think of that. I definitely feel as though the WWE, they're kind of stalling.
Yeah, I don't think they've made the decision.
I really would have figured that even though Crown Jewel is being built, like nothing's really stopping them from building 2 pay-per-views at once, but it's almost like they don't want to. It's almost like that they're leaving the Survivor Series build up to itself because it's ultimately going to be they're pretty much selling Survivor Series out on a rumor that CM Punk could show up. So it's almost like they're lazy and they don't need to put any effort into it. And that's something that I don't like about the WWE. When they get lazy like this, it really puts a damper on things. But I guess we will see. Do you have any more comments that you want to add?
Nah, that's it. I just want to see Sami kick JD's ass.
Well, let's move on to the main show, actually. Let's talk about Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, Mr. Adrenaline in my soul. One-legged man named Cody Rhodes. Whoa!
I think the official lyrics are something Cody Rhodes. That's been changed now.
Either way, he's been booked like a bum since WrestleMania. I've been making fun of him ever since then. But Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, again, similar to Sami Zayn and JD McDonough. We've seen it. It's been done over and over again. However, the Saudi Arabian crowd is going to make it very, very good. And ultimately, this is nothing more than a setup similar to Sammy and JD. This will be a setup towards War Games. I mean, Damian Priest, he's got a lot of things going for him. You know, he's a tag team champion. He is Mr. Money in the Bank. Some people are saying that he's going to cash in on Rollins at Crown Jewel. I don't think he should. I don't think this is the right time to cash in. If anything, and I've said this before, considering that WWE recently just booked the Bash in Berlin on August 31st in Germany, we don't need to rush Gunther winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Should he win the Royal Rumble? Absolutely. It should be Gunther and it should be Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. But if you really want to get a little unpredictable, I would have Damian Priest cash in the same manner that Seth Rollins cashed in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns back at WrestleMania 31, and Damian Priest wins the World Heavyweight Championship by pinning Seth Rollins, and going into the summer, the feud would be the Judgment Day versus Imperium, which will ultimately result in Damian Priest versus Gunther at Bash in Berlin, which is Gunther's home turf. They're in the United Kingdom. They're in the European area. So ultimately, Gunther winning the World Heavyweight Championship on his home ground, that right there would actually feel a little bit more important. And I think it would feel a little bit more lively rather than him doing it at WrestleMania. And if he's not going to get pinned, I think Damian Priest cashing in would probably be the best story. And it would keep everyone interested going into the summer with the Judgment Day and Imperium feud. Plus, I mean, you can't have the Money in the Bank briefcase go to waste. It has been.
I mean, it's not like they haven't wasted it before.
I know that's why I'm saying it. That's exactly why I'm saying it, because it's been booked so fucking poorly, and I'm really, really sick of it. It's the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank. Those two things in recent years have been booked very poorly, minus a few people, and I'm really fucking sick of it. That's why Damian Priest, he should cash in at WrestleMania, make it a triple threat, and have him pin Rollins in a similar fashion to how Rollins beat Roman and Lesnar to become the WWE World Heavyweight title back in, what was it? SoFi Stadium, I believe it was. Is it SoFi Stadium or it was Levi Stadium? Excuse me, Levi Stadium. Yeah, it was Levi Stadium. Levi Stadium. Yeah, it was Levi Stadium, WrestleMania 31, March 29th, 2015. Yeah, I remember that. That's what he should do. He should have a similar cash in to Seth Rollins.
Memory is wasted on the young. I'm just saying.
But as far as this match goes, I see Cody winning this. Cody needs to win this. Cody Rhodes is clearly being set up to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and unfortunately, it's going to mean nothing ultimately because Roman's title reign's already ruined. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care. I just want that title to get off of Roman. Cody's the right man, but it should have happened this year.
I think it is going to matter, and I think the only reason it does matter is because he is finally finishing the story. Like that's all. Cody's got this hands down.
I mean, but they're pretty much going into it half-assed because Jey Uso's already pinned Roman Reigns, and on top of that, Roman Reigns,
it wasn't singles.
It's just dead though.
It wasn't singles. It doesn't count.
It doesn't. Yeah, it counts. He pinned him 1, 2, 3. It counts.
No.
Anyone that is pinned 1, 2, 3, that counts as credibility.
It wasn't 1-on-1.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't matter. The point of the whole
y'all
thing,
in the comments know I'm right.
Though the whole point of it was Roman Reigns being undefeated ultimately for Cody to win. And hell, even if Roman Reigns wasn't pinned in that match, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
He shouldn't have been pinned, I agree. But the fact that he was pinned and it was a tag match I think it makes it's a moot point.
It absolutely matters. But even if he wasn't pinned, they will never, I don't care what anyone fucking says, they will never duplicate what they did at WrestleMania 39. That right there, with both men being undefeated, it was the right place, it was the right time, the crowd, the vibe, the ambiance. It doesn't matter what your fucking opinions are. Cody was the right guy to do it at WrestleMania, and they didn't do it. And even if he does win at WrestleMania 40, it's not going to feel as big or as important as if he would have done it this year at WrestleMania. I love Cody just as much as the next guy, even though I fucking make fun of him with the oh. But at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, they feel worse now than they did then. That's just a fucking fact. I'm sorry. I understand, but
it was definitely a missed opportunity to put the belt on him then. Absolutely. But I think it's still salvageable. And anything at this point, just get it off of Roman. Like, come on.
Well, look, is it going to be a big moment? Yes. Is it going to be a big moment? Yes. But is it going to be the biggest moment possible?
No.
No.
It could have
They
been
had the opportunity to do that. And
it's still going to be him finishing that story, and it's still going to be memorable. 10 years from now, we're not going to look back at the stupid buildup. We're going to look back at he actually won the belt. Like, that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to fucking care because it's not going to feel as important. I want the best possible feeling, and we're not going to get it. Either way, Cody Rhodes is taking the win here, as he should. But here's something I want to ask you. What do you do with Damian Priest after this supposed War Games match? Does he cash in successfully? And if so, what's the best route to go? I mean, if you have a different route, I'd like to hear.
Yeah, I have no idea. Personally, I kind of wish he could cash in on Mommy.
I wish he would cash in on Roman.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I don't see it.
I don't care. At this rate, listen, I don't give a fuck if Dominic Mysterio takes the title off of Roman. He just needs to lose it.
I want to go on the record to say that I do freaking care if Dominic Mysterio takes the title from Roman. No, thank you.
I don't give a fuck. It's a worthless title reign. His title reign has sucked. He's nothing more than Brock Lesnar 2.0. Who gives a fuck if he loses to Dominic?
The belt does not deserve Dominic.
The belt at this rate, I take Dominic over Roman. At least Dominic
I'm kind of proud of him with the NXT stuff, but no, I can't see him as a world champion.
Beating Roman.
Rhea, yeah.
I'll pick fucking Rhea Ripley beating Roman. I don't care. Just get the fucking title off the part-timing bitch. Swear to God, man.
Cody's see you say that to Roman's face.
I would. Listen, a lot of people say, oh, you wouldn't say that shit to everyone's face. Yeah, I would. Every single thing that I'm saying right now, I would say to everyone's face. Everyone that I bash. And let me tell you something. I've made a lot of enemies. I don't give a fuck.
I have no doubt.
But here's the thing. I just don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck.
I do give a fuck.
Well, thankfully, I'm the guy that's running this brand. Anyway. Control yourself. Trust me, I know. I'm good. We're going to move on to our next match over here. We got Io Sky and Bianca Belair, WWE Women's Championship. Listen. Is it going to be a great match? Yeah. I have every possible thought in my mind saying to me that this is going to be a good match. Will it be as good as what we got at Backlash? I don't know. Maybe if they kick off the show, potentially. I don't know. But holy fuck, it's the same fucking people in the title scene every fucking pay-per-view. Charlotte, Io, Bianca, Charlotte, Bianca, Io, Bianca, Charlotte, Io, Bianca, Charlotte, Bianca, Io, and then you sprinkle in a little bit of Bailey. It's the same.
At least Io's involved.
It doesn't matter. It's the same fucking people. Like, let me tell you something. They have some good premium live event matches, but women's wrestling in WWE is fucking dead. I'm sorry to tell you. It's fucking dead. And here's something that it may sting a little bit with you, Billy. As much as I love Rhea Ripley, her title reign has sucked. Yes. And that's not on her.
No, it's not on her at all. She's done amazing things with what she was given. But
listen.
It has sucked. There hasn't been any. It's just been dominant. And then this whole thing with Nia Jax and
there's only been one good match ever since she won the title. And the only good match was with Natalya on the July 3rd episode of Raw. I remember that being a damn
I would not say it was the only good match, but I was surprised at how good that match was. And I shouldn't be. Like, people don't give Natalya her flowers. It sucks, but
listen, like, she's a very good wrestler. She just
can make anybody look good. Rhea does not need anyone to make her look good. But it was an amazing match. I didn't expect it to just be randomly on the show for that night.
listen, Natalia's very good in the ring. She's just boring as fuck. That's her problem. She's got as much charisma as this fucking pen right here. But she put on a very good match with Rhea Ripley, and I will give her credit there. But Rhea Ripley, she's only done 2 memorable things this year, and both of them were before this title reign. The first one was winning the Royal Rumble from the number 1 position, and the second one was putting on probably the best match for the women in WrestleMania history with Charlotte Flair. Outside of those 2 things, her title reign has been completely fucking forgettable. And Io Sky is actually outworking Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky has not been as dominant as Rhea Ripley, but Io Sky's been putting on better matches than Rhea Ripley. And again, not her fault because she was dealt shit. But listen, Io Sky's title reign's been better, but I'm just getting sick and tired of the same fucking people every time.
But you have to look at it from a business standpoint too. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
They're going to want the belt back on Bianca. They're going to want the belt back on Bianca. They're about to have their reality show. They shouldn't have the
belt back on Bianca. Bianca doesn't need to win the title. They shouldn't. I don't give a fuck about the biz. Fuck the business. And if anything,
if you say fuck the business, then you can't you can't be a fan and be ignorant to the fact that it is a business.
Billy, this company was just bought by Endeavor for how many fucking billions? This company is literally shitting out money for doing nothing. Why do we need to focus on business aspect of putting the belt back on Bianca when this company is already worth fucking billions? Like, it makes no sense. How much fucking money does this company really need? They already
not the company. It's the pressures from it's the pressures from the networks. It's the pressures from the advertisers.
So what?
I'm just saying
that USA Network is legitimately USA Network is legitimately riding the WWE dick right now. You realize that, right? USA Network and WWE, they are partners for life. They're partners for life. No, let me tell you something. USA Network, every single show on the USA Network fucking blows dick. But Monday Night Raw gets the highest ratings on that show. And then with SmackDown coming over, SmackDown and Raw, they're going to be numbers 1 and number 2 on the top most watched shows on the USA Network. So you really think that the networks are going to be pressuring WWE when WWE shows are the most watched shows on the USA Network? Of course they will not. Come on.
It's a hierarchy, though. There's companies that own those companies I get it. I get what you're saying. You don't care about the business aspect, but I guarantee you that that's what's about to happen.
Here's something that I'm going to stick.
And I'm okay with Bianca having the belt back because I think she deserves it.
I'm not. Her babyface run is boring. It's boring. It sucks.
I don't think she's going to stay babyface for much longer.
I don't think she's going to go full blown heel. But listen, where she needs to be, she needs to go on a losing streak, and she needs to show a bit of attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, when she snaps, it's going to be good.
But here's what I'm going to say. Everyone wants to, shove this shit in my face and just suck the WWE cock. Business, 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 business. Let me tell you something right now. If you cannot do business and put on a good show while building up new stars, then you are fucking terrible at your job. If you cannot build up new stars and make money and give the people that watch your show good television, you should not be in the position that you're in. So if WWE cannot build new stars in the women's division, if WWE cannot bring new stars into the championship title scene and make money, then you know what? They suck at their job. And I will die on that fucking hill. No one, absolutely no one is going to tell me otherwise.
I got nothing. I got nothing to follow that.
Now,
I don't agree with how the women's division is handled, but been worse.
They got the talent.
It's been worse. We're in a better time than we used to be.
I think that we're going.
It's almost Thanksgiving, and we're not getting ready for one gravy boat match. So,
I think we're going backwards.
Ugh, I don't think so. Little baby steps, but we'll get there.
We still have 3-minute matches, and we had a terrible trick or street fight with Chelsea Green and Natalya.
Natalya kind of. What was up with the bunny and the whip? Really? And she's like talking to little kids, and she's got her like bondage whip. Like, really? Come on.
That was a terrible fucking match. And then you got Nikki Cross just staring into the void. That's just like that.
I thought that was pretty impressive.
Listen, will it be a good match? Yes. I'm just sick and fucking tired of the same fucking people in the women's championship title scene. It's fucking tiresome. It really is. But Io Sky, she is the correct woman to retain here. She should retain, and hopefully I do believe that she will retain. The one thing that I'm looking forward to is WrestleMania. Because to me, Bayley is the front runner to win the Women's Royal Rumble because of two reasons. Number one, it doesn't really seem like there's a better story to tell than Bayley versus Io Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Damage Control implodes, and Io Sky gets a win over Bayley at WrestleMania, and then we can call up some new women. We can call up a Roxanne Perez. We can call up a Tiffany Stratton. Even though she was buried by Becky Lynch, we can call up a Tiffany Stratton. And then we can call up a potentially, who else? Who else is down there? Fallon Henley. I mean, she's not too bad. I don't really care. Lyra Valkyria, she's a women's champion. Maybe after she loses it, call up Lyra Valkyria. Call up someone like a Kiana James. Call up people like that. Call up people like that, and then we can start really amping up the SmackDown women's division. Here's what I will say. Rhea's title reign may have absolutely sucked balls thus far, but I will give them credit. They are giving her different opponents. That I will say. So
and challenges.
It's so weird. It's so weird because Rhea's had the worst title reign, but at least she's getting different people. Yet Io's had the better title reign, but she's getting the same fucking people over and over again. It's like
you can put the two together. Yeah.
A
little weird. Good here, a little good here.
But I have it in my mind, long-term booking, Io and Bayley WrestleMania. And Io gets the win, and then we get some NXT women getting called up to SmackDown. But I have Io retaining here. Should be a decent match. And I see Io Sky beating Bianca. And hopefully, I don't think that she's going to go full-blown heel, but I do believe that Bianca Belair is going to show a little bit more of an attitude after she goes on a little bit more of a losing streak, if you know what I mean. But what do you have?
I honestly think they're going to put it back on Bianca for right now. I think Io will get it back. But I think right now, I just have a feeling it's going to go back on Bianca.
Oh, God. God help us if we get these fucking flip-flop title changes.
What does it matter?
It does matter. Long title reigns are key.
I get it, but I'm saying with that particular championship, what does it matter? Like, there's no prestige anymore. It's just...
Well, I mean, Io Sky's actually doing a pretty decent fucking job. I mean, listen, even though women's wrestling in WWE is essentially dead, Io Sky is having a semi-decent title reign because of the matches that she's putting on.
The matches are amazing, but I don't think she's not going to be a memorable champion because it's more of a damage control win than an Io win. Like, I feel like all of them. Like, I mean, Dakota walks around holding it the whole time, and I don't think it's going to be that memorable for Io. I really don't.
It'll only be unmemorable if they don't continue to feed her quality matches. That's the thing. Because here's the thing.
They're going to run out of people to feed to her eventually.
Well, yeah, if they don't fucking put some effort into it. Listen, I don't even think that.
But Bianca's got Jade.
Who have they dabbled into? I believe that there's a couple people. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. They're two very good women's wrestlers. Mix them up with Damage Control. Have one of them challenge Io Sky. Especially Alba Fire is very good.
They're both very good, but I think they're going to be focused on tag.
We need to get rid of those fucking titles. Women's tag team titles just do not work. They do not work. They're actually making the division worse. But I have Io, you have Bianca. Maybe we'll put some money on it.
Oh, yeah? Bring it.
All right, we'll see.
Actually, I don't think that's the match I'd want to bet on, but let's go ahead.
Really? Because you seem confident that Bianca's going to win. You seem confident that Bianca's
I am confident, but that's not the match I would bet on.
All right, how about this one? How about John Cena and Solo Sikoa? That's our next match. John Cena's about to catch a heavy Samoan spike.
Yeah, he is. And Like, it hurts my heart for all the little kids.
Goodbye, John Cena. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. You won't be able to see him anymore.
Yeah, I feel for children everywhere. It's but he's got to be done soon anyway. Like he's got stuff to go do. He doesn't need to be messing with WWE right now.
I mean, if anything, if Solo Sikoa is the man to retire him, I would not bat an eye at that, because Solo Sikoa he's very, very good at what he does. I'm actually shocked that they really haven't moved Solo Sikoa up the ladder any further than they have. To be quite honest with you, I'm actually a little bit, I don't want to say fully shocked, but I am a little bit shocked that he has not won either the United States or the Intercontinental title by now.
I don't know. At this point, I mean, they could.
He's not beating Gunther. I actually thought that they would have made him somewhat of a challenger for Gunther, but he's not beating Gunther.
I think at this point they should just hold off and give him something bigger. I think. Well, I think him dethroning Roman would be a really cool thing too.
I mean, they had the opportunity to build towards something of that nature, and then they just fucking dropped it because you got to extend Roman's title reign.
It would show how much they believe in him too, though. That if they put a big belt on him as the first belt, but
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. After Cody wins, Solo Sikoa is going to be the one to beat Cody and win the Royal Rumble in 2025.
That is bold.
That's my bold prediction. It's either two men. It's either Solo or Ilya Dragunov.
Or CM Punk.
I mean, like, listen, crazier things have happened. He could show up. Crazier things have happened.
Wrestling!
Some people are saying he could show up in Impact. Some people are saying he could show up in Impact. And I don't believe that because, Impact, if anything, Impact may be the worst wrestling brand in the industry. It may be worse than NXT. And that I don't believe that those words are even coming out of my mouth, because NXT sucks donkey balls. It really does.
The views of DJ Storm are not the views of Billy. Just saying. Impact.
The views of DJ Storm's
we got to talk. We got to talk, because Impact, especially for the women's division. No,
listen. When I say worst brand in the industry, I don't mean in terms of talent. When I say worst brand in the industry, I mean in terms of management and shitty creative writing, because they do nothing, and I mean nothing, to generate interest. I can only name you, in the last 7-8 years, I can name you 2 memorable stories that Impact has produced. Number 1 was when Kenny Omega infiltrated Impact and became the belt collector. And number 2 was Josh Alexander's rise to the top, where he beat Moose and became the Impact World Champion. Outside of those 2 things, I cannot name you one fucking thing that Impact has done in the last decade that's been memorable. They just have a bad creative writing team. Great roster, great women's division, but a terrible management and writing team.
I think there's just a lot of freedom.
There's no structure.
It's hard. It's hard to have, you choose between artistic freedom versus someone controlling it all. And yeah, I think it's a little, I can see how it gets a little.
Structure doesn't mean someone controlling it all. You can have artistic freedom, but you need to have a sense of structure, because you got men fighting women and vice versa. Like, intergender wrestling should be kept special. It's overdone in Impact. We need to keep that shit special, because when you do it on a rare occasion, it makes it feel more important. Like, holy shit, we're getting an intergender match. Now people are going to tune in. Then they do it every fucking month or so. It's not special anymore.
Well, I mean, that's how wrestling is becoming in general. The indies are the same way. There's
and I shit on that too. The indies need more structure too. There's no specialness. If I was a wrestling promoter, which I would run the most successful wrestling promotion in the world, I would make shit special. I would not overexpose shit, and I would have a nice structured layout where people can be free to do what they want to do, but we would have a sense of structure and fluidity to the show. That's what Impact needs. But back on to John Cena and Solo Sikoa, because we kind of got sidetracked there.
Sorry, yeah.
I do believe that they are continuing to put test after test in front of Solo. And he's passing the test with flying colors. And I do believe that we are going to see Solo Sikoa pass the test yet again. I do believe that he's going to get the win over John Cena. If I'm not mistaken, is this John Cena's last appearance for this current run?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's staying or not. If anything, if he does stay, I can see him being a part of the War Games match.
Ooh.
I can. It's either Cena or Styles that's going to be part of the War Games match. Maybe it's both.
Both. I was just thinking both. Yeah.
I mean, you can't leave LA Knight out, though.
Cena, Styles, LA Knight.
Cody and Jay?
Yeah.
What does Sammy do?
He doesn't need to be in there.
I don't know, because Sami Zayn has been a vital part of the Judgment Day Bloodline storyline.
But it's
Maybe
but if we do, I don't know. It's not going to be just the Bloodline and Judgment Day storyline. It's going to be
that's the basis of it. That's going to be the basis of it. It's Judgment Day in there. It's the Bloodline in there. I mean, you can't really not have Sami Zayn in there. I mean, I could see Cena being a part of War Games, but I don't know. It's a very, very, very unpredictable thing. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I mean, hey, we're talking about it and we're asking questions.
I also don't know if they would put Cena in a War Games match. It's too much risk.
I mean, if he's been doing fine, I mean,
he's been doing fine, but he's been doing, like one-on-one matches, a couple tags. Like it hasn't been anything super risky. He's going to be going back to movies and TV soon. Like they're not going to let him get his ass beat in a War Games match.
I think he'll probably be one of the last guys to come on in if he does jump on in. But here's what I will say. I do believe,
totally beating him.
Yeah. I want to say that it should be entertaining, specifically more so on the crowd side of things, simply because of the fact that Cena's been okay since he's returned, but I don't know. If it feels like what they've been having Cena do is a little too basic. But the Solo Sikoa feud, I'm actually looking forward to. That should be good. That should be very fine. I see Solo winning. Solo is going to continue to gain momentum because Solo right now, he is the future of the business, and they are portraying him very, very well. He's probably been one of the best booked new stars, if you want to call him that, like one of the best booked new stars in WWE's roster in probably the last year or so. He's been on the main roster for over a year now.
He was definitely the best treated NXT person.
Of this new crop?
New group. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't know. I don't know because, I mean, Gunther's up there.
Yeah, but I'm saying I feel like there was more. I think Gunther was a more natural push. Like that was more from the crowd. That was more. I think from the beginning, WWE has been behind Solo Sikoa, just waiting to prop him up.
Yeah.
Like now,
yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
LA Knight made a big splash, so now they're giving him something. But they didn't have any faith in him. But I think they have had faith in Solo Sikoa since day one, ish. Oh,
yeah. I actually think that they're really gonna fuck up LA Knight with what's gonna happen on the show. LA Knight's gonna get fucked up. I don't like it. I really don't like it, but unfortunately, LA Knight's going to get knocked down a few pegs. I don't know why the fuck they're doing this match. I really don't. But Solo Sikoa is easily going to beat John Cena.
Yeah.
Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, and Rhea Ripley, WWE Women's World Championship Fatal 5-Way match. And this was probably the most lazy match on the show, simply because the fact that the women's division is booked horribly and they don't know what the fuck they want to do with Rhea Ripley. The title is essentially a prop on Rhea Ripley. Now, is it better on Rhea than the Universal title is on Roman? Yeah, but that's not really saying much because at least Rhea Ripley shows up every week. But I don't know. Listen, I know you may not like what I'm going to say, but I would honestly just have Shayna Baszler win this. I would, honest to God, just have Shayna Baszler win this. Like, I at this point, what is Rhea Ripley doing? Like, I understand it's not her fault, but what exactly can they do to rejuvenate her title reign? Nothing. The only
Why do
thing
you think
that they
Shayna?
could possibly do, because at this point, Shayna Baszler has been one of the most mistreated individuals by Vince McMahon in the women's division since she got called up. Rhea Ripley is pretty much a made woman right now, and Shayna Baszler, she should easily be in the position that Rhea Ripley is right now. They literally
but
had the
I don't
next
see them doing
dominant
it.
female superstar.
She's
No, listen.
she's
Did
not
I say
wait,
that I see them doing it? No.
no.
What?
She doesn't. She's not the image that they want. Rhea fits that bill.
Rhea's not the image that they want. I mean, she's not a Barbie doll.
They can make it work. You know what I mean? Like there's. I hate.
They can make Shayna work too.
I don't know.
They
She's
can make
too rough
Shayna work
around the
too.
edges.
They just
Like,
don't want to.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Listen,
WWE is
there is
always
no
going to come
excuse.
down to how the woman has to be portrayed sexy in some way, and I don't think that Shayna Baszler exudes the sexiness that they want. I think she's freaking amazing, and she absolutely deserves the title. But I once again think it's a business type of thing. You know, it's Rhea gets people's attention. I don't think Shayna would.
I just fucking hate that, you know, the more that we talk about Rhea Ripley, the more that we're talking about her fucking ass rather than her in-ring skill.
That's all women. Don't even get me started on that. That's just women's wrestling in general. But
I mean, listen. I appreciate a good pair of cheeks, but I want to talk about wrestling when I am watching wrestling.
yeah,
That's just me. But no, I'm actually on your side here. I do believe that Rhea Ripley's going to retain, just because they're not going to take the title off of Rhea Ripley before we get Becky versus Rhea. I hope to fucking Christ Becky doesn't win the Royal Rumble. I really hope to Christ Becky does not win the Rumble. She can get to Rhea through the chamber. Let that be Becky's route towards Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. That's how I would do it. Unfortunately, I think Rhea Ripley could very well lose the title to Becky, and her title, if you want to talk about unmemorable title reigns, Rhea Ripley's going to have an unmemorable title reign because she has legit done nothing exciting in this feud. She is where she is because of her aura. It's because she's Rhea Ripley that she is in the position that she's in. And you know what? I fucking hate that. Now, I think the match could be fun. I think the match could be entertaining, even though we have fucking Nia Jackson there, or Nia Snacks, as people call her. I do think that it could be a decent match. I mean, have you met me?
yeah, true.
Yeah, there you go. But again, I think it could be a decent match, but I don't know. It's just very, very, very hard for me to care just because of how bad the division is being booked. And they got the talent. They really do.
Yeah.
They got the talent, but all we see is 3-minute matches on weekly TV. And listen, the AEW women's division is not where it needs to be, but they're putting on better week-to-week matches than the WWE women's division. Sheeta and Willow was better than any women's match on NXT, WWE, Raw or SmackDown TV, minus Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Outside of that match, Sheeta and Willow outdid every other women's match on that show. You know why? Because they let them go out there and wrestle. Now, do we need better storylines in the AEW women's division? Yes. Do we need a better focus on challengers and building them up for their champions? Yes, we do. However, at least Tony Khan lets them go out there and wrestle. That's just how I see it.
My future husband, Tony Khan.
As far as this match goes, I think we're on the same page here. Rhea Ripley retains?
Absolutely. Mommy is for mommy.
Let me ask you this now. Let me ask you this right now. Where does she go? Where does she go? Who does she defend the title against? Because you're pretty much putting the whole fucking roster against her here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's definitely going to be a Jade Cargill thing. I think Jade's going to
I
come
don't
in.
even know where they're going to place it.
There's going to be a Jade and Charlotte thing. There's going to be a Jade and Rhea thing. There's going to be a Jade and Bianca thing. All the big powerhouses are going to have Jade Cargill, and if she crushes them all, I wouldn't doubt it. Like I could see it happening.
Well, listen, if Jade Cargill is going to be in these high-profile situations, she better be ready, because if she is not good in the ring, guess who's going to call her out?
Oh, I'm sure she'll be crushed.
I will. I'll be ruthless.
I think she's going to do
awesome.
She
can't handle fucking criticism.
I don't.
We'll see.
We'll see how it happens. She doesn't care about your criticism. Look at that woman.
Yeah, I know. I know because clearly she doesn't care. I know, because she hasn't really gotten any better.
You act like she's bad, though. She's not bad. And she has star power.
Listen,
all over.
Looks mean nothing in a realm where wrestling is key. And let me tell you something. Jade Cargill, she's had a couple decent matches, but she's still very stiff and not very fluid in the ring.
I would love to start a GoFundMe to see if people could raise enough money for Jade Cargill to kick DJ Storm's ass.
I dare people to try. Guess where that money's going to go? I'll start the GoFundMe page, and I'll take the money for myself. That's what I'll do. Because I'm a dick. Anyway.
You said it, my friend. You said it.
I know. That's the point. I'm a fucking prick, and I'm proud of it. So good to curse again. I fucking hate being on PWP Nation Facebook where I can't fucking curse.
Now, see, it's hard for me to just curse on camera in general.
Oh God, it rolls off the tongue so easily. Rhea Ripley's retaining, right?
Absolutely.
You know who I wish they would build up? You know, I really wish they would build up Candice LeRae.
You mean Candice Michelle?
Yeah, right. Michael Cole got
I lost. Like, that was the biggest pop of the night for me. As soon as he said it, I was like, hold on, did he just say Candice Michelle?
Let me tell you something right here.
And I love that he got called out for it too.
Some weeks, the commentators are the best part of Monday Night Raw. I remember when Monday Night Raw was dog shit over the summer, we had Corey Graves. Now, Corey Graves is a terrible commentator, but
I will fight you to the death on that, because I absolutely love Corey Graves. He's next generation Bobby Heenan.
He's fucking nuts. That is disrespectful to Bobby Heenan. He's rolling in his grave right now.
No, he's not. He would love it.
Yo, Bobby, can you believe this disrespect? Yeah, I know. I'm talking to the spirit of Bobby Heenan.
Green would appreciate Corey Graves, I'm telling you.
The funniest thing that happened on Raw a couple months ago over the summer when it was dog shit was Corey Graves impersonating Ludwig Kaiser. That was brilliant. I got to get Ludwig Kaiser to do my introduction. Can you imagine that?
Oh,
Can you imagine Ludwig Kaiser doing, "Ladies and gentlemen, I demand all of your gratitude for the ruler of the IWC. He is Mr. Controversy himself, the one and only DJ Shizzle Dizzle." Imagine that.
Ooh, I'm going to start saving up for that cameo for you right now.
Please do. I think that I would pop. For that.
Oh, I know.
Let's talk about the United States Championship match. Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio, United States Championship. I'm kind of 50-50 on this, because on the one hand, this is going to be a fantastic match, and Logan Paul winning the United States title would actually put a really good spotlight on it, and we could potentially build towards LA Knight, Logan Paul at WrestleMania with LA Knight beating Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have an issue with that. Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with that. But on the other hand, and this is what really pisses me off, you had Rey Mysterio beat Austin Theory, essentially squash Austin Theory on SmackDown. Now, yes, did Austin Theory need to lose the title? Yes, his title reign was booked horribly following the draft. but you had something with Austin Theory and his long title reign. You give it to Rey Mysterio, and the whole point of giving the U.S. title to Rey Mysterio was to build tension between him and Santos Escobar, and then have Escobar turn heel, and Escobar wins the United States title. So if you're giving Logan Paul a match with Rey Mysterio, are you trying to tell me that you just dropped that angle? The U.S. title was the story between Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
I think they're going to still try to build the Rey and Santos thing just by the LWO falling apart. Maybe they'll use Carlito in that now, but I honestly am okay with them taking the U.S. title out of that picture and just letting the LWO have their internal thing. Because
the LWO can break up as it is.
I think Logan Paul's going to do wonders for this title. I really do. And I freaking hate Logan Paul, but that means he's doing his job, man. Like, the guy's got
I just hate him as a person. I think he's
him.
He's just a complete fucking Nimrod as a person. As a performer, I'm the biggest Logan Paul fan out there.
Yeah. I can't say that I'm not a fan. And that I hate that.
He reminds me of myself. He really does.
God.
Except I'm much more intelligent than Logan Paul. And it's clear as day.
And he's way more rich.
And I'm better looking than him.
Oh, man.
But the problem that I have is, you took the U.S. title off of Austin Theory, put it on Rey Mysterio to build that story. Now, from the beginning, Santos never needed a heel turn. He was getting really good babyface reactions throughout the summer. So I really don't understand why they made that story a thing to begin with. But you got this far. If you got this far with it, I don't understand why you don't just fucking continue with it. On top of that, Bobby Lashley pinned Rey Mysterio a few weeks ago. Where's his U.S. title shot? I'm just saying. This is the shit that goes over everyone's fucking head. Meanwhile, if it goes over my head, if I had a toupee on, it would blow right off. But this shit's all natural right here. Pure.
I was really sure it was a toupee at first, but I've seen it in person, people. It's real.
I know. You got the indie interviewer telling you that it's real, so it must be real. There you go. Double I, indie interviewer. Or IIB, indie interviewer Billy. There you go.
There you go. IIB. Oh, without, I don't know. That kind of sounds like some sort of, no, that sounds like IBS or something. No.
I mean, that's not what I was thinking, but again, your thought process, not mine.
You know how this head works.
I'm well aware, and you know how this head works.
Ugh. All right, so yeah, what's going on? What's next?
Well, let me ask you this. Where does Logan Paul go with the U.S. title? I know that he had a little bit of a run-in with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And if anything, I can see that being a high-profile match for War Games. If they really want to build up that show, obviously you got the War Games match that I just mentioned.
And Sammy will be involved in that. So
yeah.
Kevin needs something.
Yeah, if you want to build up that undercard, then putting Logan Paul and Kevin Owens on there, I'd say that's a pretty good start. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that there is a rumor going around that we could be getting Chad Gable, Gunther part number 4. And Chad Gable could win the Intercontinental title there. If that's the case, put that match on the show.
Yeah.
Why not? But where can you see Logan Paul going? Do you see him fighting Owens at Survivor Series?
I honestly, that's probably the best bet at this point. I'm sure they have plenty of things just waiting in the wings for him. There's lots of things you can do with Logan. Everybody hates him. He's already had interactions with multiple other superstars. There's lots of builds that are awaiting him, but I think Kevin would probably be the best bet for his, the first one as a title, as holding the title, defending the title.
Yeah.
I think definitely Kevin Owens.
Now, what about Rey Mysterio? If they're going to continue this thing with Santos and Rey Mysterio, can you see Santos and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania? because I wouldn't mind that. And then we
Yeah, and
potentially
I think,
see-
like I said, I think Carlito's going to be involved.
yeah.
It's going to be him choosing Santos over Ray or something like that. And yeah, absolutely, it's going to be Ray and Santos. If they don't do that build, I mean, I don't know. They could let it go, but I feel like they like that kind of stuff. They like that inner turmoil within a group dynamic, you know?
Now, I wish they would actually find something more interesting than just constant group turmoil, but that's just me. That's just me. But I think we're Logan Paul across the board here, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. I hate celebrating him, but yeah.
I mean, I think you just hate him
If
just because
Logan
you
Paul
see
doesn't
me
win
in
this
him.
match, I will chug a prime.
I'm actually I actually hope that Ray wins just so I can see you do that. Supposedly it's very good. Supposedly it's all right.
My 15-year-old loves it. I'm like, ugh.
So let's talk about the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins and Drew
I'm sorry,
McIntyre.
Seth freaking Rollins.
I'm not calling him Seth freaking Rollins. So
You
fucking
just did.
crazy.
Ha ha!
That's my answer to that. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
World Heavyweight Championship. This has been the best built match going into the show. The back and forth between them, fantastic. Just the real, genuine nature. There's been a lot of truth behind what both men are saying. We had a very good promo package for Drew McIntyre this past Monday on Raw. And I honest to God think that these two are going to put on match of the night. I honest to God think that these two are going to put on the best match on the entire show. And I think that we are going to get a potential match of the year candidate if they really want to go that far. You have them kick off the show, just have them go hog wild. I think that they're really, really going to put on one hell of a match.
Are they kicking off the show? Is this or are you just hoping they do?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. There's multiple matches in which they can kick the show off.
That would be a really cool move, though, and it would be a banger. And yeah, that it's gonna be. I could definitely see it could be match of the night. I don't know about match of the year type of thing, but I think definitely a match of the night for this particular premium live event.
Well, let me ask you this. How exactly are we going to kick off the show? Are we going to go into Rollins and Drew McIntyre? Are we going to go into Cody and Priest, Cena and Solo? I mean, what's the best kickoff match?
I don't know. I mean, it really depends on what happens with the pre-show match. I mean, that's you gotta follow the proper way, right? So I think if Sammy wins, yeah, you're gonna need something to make the crowd pop up even more. And it's the first match of the night, technically, of the actual show. So yeah, I think Seth and Drew would be awesome.
So here's the even tougher question: who wins?
Oof.
Listen, here's what I will say:
Seth wins.
It's very unpredictable. I mean, I see Seth winning too. I do see Seth winning too, but I wouldn't mind if Drew McIntyre wins, but I don't think he's going to win. And the reason being is for two things. Number one, he's set for a heel turn, and he doesn't need the belt to turn heel. And number two, I feel like he's got one foot out the door already.
Yeah.
I feel like he honestly has one foot out the door, and he's going to leave. He's honest to God. I think he's bailing after his contract expires, which I believe is around WrestleMania 40. And if that's the case, I would probably place a decent bet on potentially seeing him at All In Wembley next year. And why wouldn't he go work for Tony Khan? I mean, there's really nothing else for him to do.
No, I think you're absolutely right on that. I think Drew would be amazing with AEW. I think Seth has to retain, and I think it's a good call, honestly.
I wouldn't mind if Drew wins, though. I will say that because Seth has had a very good
personally,
reign.
I think his exactly what his story says. Like, he didn't get to have that championship moment. He was a COVID champion, and that was it. And it would be nice, but I don't see it happening. I think Seth's definitely retaining.
We'll see what happens, but I do think that Seth's going to retain as well. Hopefully, no cash in by Priest. It's not the right time. Save that for WrestleMania.
Absolutely, yeah. Don't do a cash in at a Saudi show.
I wouldn't mind it. Listen, again, another thing, I wouldn't mind it because it's unpredictable, and Damian Priest cash-in would not go to waste. But it's just not the right time. When it's the right time, you know. Roman Reigns and LA Knight for the undisputed. There you go. Undisputed. It ain't going to be a type of day after what happens, unfortunately. There's a rumor going around that Roman Reigns, and this is where a rant comes in, and I need to fucking get this shit off my chest. I'm going to be getting this shit off my chest. I'm going to be getting this shit off my chest on Saturday, too. Roman Reigns is apparently not going to be at Survivor Series, and Roman Reigns will not be wrestling until 2024, as this match with LA Knight will be his last match. At this rate, this has become an absolute fucking joke. I mean, how many fucking vacations does one guy need? I'm even going to go on record and say that he may be worse than Brock Lesnar.
Ooh.
He may be worse than Brock Lesnar when Brock Lesnar was the champion. This is fucking unbearable. Legitimately fucking unbearable. I just do not understand what their fucking fetish is with Roman. Well, why do we need to constantly just have him?
As a woman, I can tell you. No, I'm just kidding.
As what?
As a woman, I could tell you about fetishes for Roman. But anyway, I think just go on your rant. Continue your rant. Sorry.
I don't even know. Where the fuck was I? I'm losing my fucking train of thought. You're fucking me up over here, Billy.
You wanted me on this show. I'm just saying.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and the fact that he's worse than Brock Lesnar. The guy is how old? He's not even 40 fucking years old. The guy is not even in his 40s, and the guy is taking a vacation every 4 fucking weeks. How many matches has he wrestled this year? 6? 7? People want to go and rant on how MJF should wrestle more. Meanwhile, MJF right now is having one of the best championship reigns in modern history.
Absolutely.
Every single match that he has is a banger. He's a double champion. He's wrestling at least twice or 3 times a month. He just put on a great match with Kenny Omega on Collision. I really, honest to God, I do not fucking understand how people could complain about MJF, yet suck Roman's figurative dick. Left and right. Left, right, center. It is absolutely ridiculous. At this rate, this is what I said in the beginning of the stream. I don't give a fuck who he loses the title to. We just need to get that title off of him. And the worst part is, this feud with LA Knight makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Well, what do they have to do with one another? Why are you automatically shoving LA Knight into a program and a match in which he shouldn't be winning? LA Knight should not be losing at all. This is why, and this is a big factor here. This is why LA Knight should have beaten Austin Theory at SummerSlam, and he should have won the United States Championship, because then LA Knight and his momentum would have continued. He would have been doing the U.S. title good. He would have held the U.S. title all the way to WrestleMania, and you could have built up someone else, maybe like a Santos Escobar. Maybe you could have built up a Braun Breaker. Maybe you could have thrusted a Carmelo Hayes in there. Someone along those lines. And they could have fought LA Knight, and they could have beaten LA Knight at WrestleMania. LA Knight is not in a position where he should be losing. LA Knight shouldn't be losing at least until he has a decent title reign. Now you're in this position where you foolishly shoved LA Knight into a match with Roman Reigns, a match where Roman Reigns has pretty much guaranteed himself a win. No one believes that Roman Reigns is going to lose this match. LA Knight is in a position where he's so over, and they legitimately have no one else, which is not true at all. People want to say they have no one else, but in reality, nothing was stopping him from just doing AJ Styles. You know why? Because AJ Styles is a made man. And on top of that, it's a big-time matchup. We haven't seen that match in, I want to say, 7 years. We haven't seen that match in over 7 years. We've never seen AJ Styles versus Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. So that would be the first-time matchup. And on top of that, AJ Styles has been booked like shit for the last 3 years anyway. So, I mean, what would a loss do to him? A loss for LA Knight is going to knock him down several pegs.
Here's the thing. Somebody's gonna complain no matter what. That's how it works. It's wrestling. But I kind of respect them for striking while the iron was hot. Like, LA Knight is so over right now. How do you not put him in the title picture? Like that, I think it was a smart decision.
You don't put him in the title picture unless he's going to win.
I think he can take the loss because of the situation, because it's Roman. No. I think if it was LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, I think LA Knight would take it.
No. LA Knight, if he loses, he will be knocked down several pegs. LA Knight will, I'm telling you, he will lose steam. They're booking this ass backwards with LA Knight. He should not be going into a world title program just to lose and then beat Logan Paul for the U.S. title. He should have been United States champion. And then after we get Cody Rhodes potentially beating Roman at WrestleMania, then we could have gotten LA Knight and Cody Rhodes. Then LA Knight would have been a decent contender for the Royal Rumble. LA Knight could be a Royal Rumble winner next year. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. But I mean, how many fucking big-time baby faces are you going to shove in against Roman Reigns and just sacrifice their momentum? Drew McIntyre, ruined. Sami Zayn, he was ruined if he didn't have Kevin Owens with him. Then you got Cody Rhodes, booked like a bum. The feud with Lesnar made absolutely no sense. And all he's been doing for the last 3 months is fighting the Judgment Day, left, right, center. Now he's fighting LA Knight. What's going to happen? LA Knight will be knocked down several pegs. It doesn't matter how you slice it. Doesn't matter how much momentum he has. If LA Knight doesn't win this, he's going to be ruined. Is he going to be buried? No, he's not going to be. He's not going to be like Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton was fucking buried.
Tiffany Stratton's not buried either. We will have the discussion at a different time.
Yeah.
My feelings.
What is she doing?
I jumped in on your comments.
Doing, huh? She's feuding with Fallon Henley when Fallon Henley is dressed up as her.
She has plenty of time. Buried. It doesn't matter. Tiffany Stratton has plenty of time. She's a made woman.
Buried. Go ahead, talk.
No, I'm just saying, Tiffany Stratton. Don't worry about Tiffany Stratton. She's going to be just fine. LA Knight, I would worry about a little more because of his age, but I think he's going to do just fine rocking some sort of mid card.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe that this sweet man is single? How weird is that?
I know, right? I'm telling you.
Anyway,
everyone wants a little slice of me. Trust me on that. But you see, I only give it to certain select people, just because. See, I'm a man of standards. I don't just bang everyone.
Oh my God. Anyway, wrestling. So
LA Knight will be ruined. Tiffany Stratton is buried. End of story. Go ahead, talk. Go ahead.
You guys can hit me up and I'll tell you how it's really going to be.
Well, listen. I think it's going to be a very entertaining match. It should be. I'm not really sure how it can't be. It'll be a typical Roman Reigns match. Referee will go down. In comes Solo. In comes Jimmy. And, Michael Cole's going to lose his voice. And he's going to say, oh, my God, he's going to do it. Damn it, he's going to do it. Spear, 1, 2, 3, and Roman Reigns retains.
Classic Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it'll be classic Roman Reigns. Classic, typical Roman Reigns. The same formula every single time. And that's pretty much it. Listen, I do respect your takes, and I do believe that you are very knowledgeable, but I'm telling you right now, LA Knight is not going to be fine. He will suffer. Is he going to be buried? No, but he will suffer.
Or he could shock the hell out of both of us and win this title.
I hope he does. I genuinely
I would pop, absolutely.
I don't even give a fucking what. Just give the fucking title to him. I honest to God would not give a fuck. I'm legitimately rooting for myself to be wrong here.
Oh, welcome to the rest of the world.
We'll see what happens, but again, from an in-ring standpoint, I do believe that this is going to be a very entertaining match. I don't understand how it can't be with how over LA Knight is and that type of crowd. So I expect some great stuff for sure. We'll see what happens, but I think that we're going to get a very good show on our Saturday afternoons, and it should be a nice little escape from the cold, dead frost of winter.
I literally cried. I almost cried this morning because there was frost on my car when I had to. Oh no!
I didn't like it. I'm not a frost type of guy. But nevertheless, that's all we got for you. That's all we got for you. We clocked in at a good time and just under an hour and 30 minutes. Really good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to John Blaine. Thank you to Dee Dee. Thank you to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. You guys are fantastic. You guys are fantastic. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. Hopefully, this stream gets some nice, decent watch hours because I do want to boost up these watch hours because I'm looking to get monetized. So, Billy, you better be sharing this shit out. You better be sharing this shit out. And maybe if you are on the show enough, maybe you might be able to get a cut when I get monetized and you're on my shows.
That would be amazing.
We're looking to be millionaires here.
Yeah, I think that's next stop millionaires. Absolutely.
One more time, Billy. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Just look me up, guys. Billie Ann Wolf, Billie, Ann Wolf. Facebook, Instagram, I think X, Twitter, whatever is Billy BA.
I don't think I've seen you on Twitter yet. Let me look you up.
And I don't really post on Twitter. I just kind of stalk. But yeah, I'm definitely out there somewhere. Look up the Dynasty. I am very excited for what we have coming up.
Found you.
And you can catch me at probably one of 57 more independent shows by the end of this year. So
should be fun. Should be fun. And hopefully I'll be seeing you at the ISPW show on November 17th as well.
I would definitely like to get back down there. I miss you, Jersey.
She really misses me. But
no, I miss Jersey.
Sure. But ladies and gentlemen, you already know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out all those links in the descriptions. She's Billie Ann Wolf. I'm DJ Storms. This has been The Rundown. But we're not done yet because before we get out of here, there's a very important question that everyone must answer. Everyone. Yeah, you know this question. Listen, you may not like it, but you must say the correct answer because there is only one way to answer this. That is... take your hands away from your face. There you go. Who runs the IWC?
DJ motherfucking Storms.
You're damn right, baby. Say with me now. Who but DJ motherfucking Storms? And don't you forget it.
'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution!